Okay, these are the plants that I ended up with. I went to Walmart and they had a lot of their house plants on clearance. So here's to hoping they work. This one's
my favorite.
I put in a crock that I had, an old crock. It's got a little bit of a crack in it, so it's just for decorative purposes, but it's not enough to leak. I got this one that I put in a little copper tea canister that I have.
I like all the plants, especially this one, because it's spiky. The spiky plants.
Aloe plant and my little
What's
copper
this plant, Mama? What's plant?
coffee canister.
Which plant is this one?
I don't know what that's called. And then this one
It's in a piggy
is in a little
one.
pig that I found at Dollar General. I will
It's
film more
probably-
later when I know exactly where they're going to live. Okay guys, here this morning I am going to put a chicken in my Instant Pot just to have in the refrigerator for like chicken salads or things like that, just to eat. I am putting about a cup of water down in there, and then I'm going to put my trivet inside. And I have here a chicken that we slaughtered here on the farm. It's 3 pounds. This chicken is 3 pounds. I'm just going to cut this open. It is completely frozen. I'm just going to cut this open and place it inside the Instant Pot. I'm going to add a little salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I'm going to set it on high pressure for about 90 minutes. And then it can sit in there as long as it needs. I can let the pressure release naturally, or I can turn it off when it beeps, but it will keep it warm, and we'll have some chicken in the refrigerator. Guys, I just thought I'd show you real quick. I have some of these English muffin pizzas going in the oven for a quick lunch. I just sliced my English muffins in half, topped with some pizza sauce or marinara sauce, a little bit of cheese, and some pepperoni on top. These will go in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. I also freeze these. I'll make these up, stick it in the freezer just like this, and flash freeze them for a couple of hours, and then pull them out and put them into gallon size Ziploc bags, several at a time, and then that way we can just pull out several when we want to and bake them just like they are. It's Lori from the Knit Mama of 7 podcast. I thought that I would take a few minutes to talk to you about what crafty things I've been up to. I have a little bit of knitting and some other things that I'm hoping to get into. So let's get started. The only thing that I have been knitting are dishcloths, and I thought that I would work on these as some Christmas gifts. I don't know who they're for. I just thought that maybe I would have some to be able to give out to the women in my life. I may be ordering more cotton. I've used the Dishy from Knit Picks for these, and I'm almost out. I have a few skeins. The cat is trying to rub on the camera. So I may finish up what I have and try to get some new colors. We'll see what they have in stock. But so far, I have this green one. These haven't been blocked, and I don't plan to block them. I
they will shape out pretty well with just my hands, I believe. This is the Grandma's Favorite dishcloth, I think, on Ravelry. This color I think is called Jalapeno. And then I have this color. I'm not sure what this one is called. It looks like an oatmeal or a linen. It's just a very basic dishcloth pattern. It has a little lace around the edge. And then I have this color, and I don't know the name of this either. It actually may be peacock, but it's like a tealy, like a dark teal kind of color. Those are the three that I have so far, and like I said, I'm not sure who they will be for, but I will stash them away to give as Christmas gifts. I may also start working on some socks. I have an itch to order some self-striping yarn, so I'm not sure what some of the indie dyers have in stock right now, but I would love to get my hands on some Scrumptious Pearl or the Yarn Jar. I'm trying to think of who else does self-striping. I'm not sure, but those are the two that come to mind right off. And I knit those on a size US 8, which is what the pattern calls for. I probably could have done it in a 7. I'm a little bit of a loose knitter, but they turned out fine. I have some other things. I talked to you in the first episode about really wanting to do some mending, particularly visible mending. And I have several pairs of jeans right now that could be mended, mine, my husband's. And I have this pair of jeans that belonged to my daughter. However, I have an older daughter who decided she could put them on and kind of messed up the back. I don't think I'm going to mend these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up into panels so that I can use this, and it's a stretchy denim. It's very stretchy. I'm thinking that I will use this for some patches on things. So that's my hope, is to get these just cut up into strips and maybe sit down and look at some of those jeans that need some visible mending, and maybe I will use a little bit of this. Maybe it'll be saved for something later, but maybe I will. I also have an unfortunate thing that has occurred. I made this scrappy knitted sweater for one of my daughters, and I really, really loved it. It got thrown into the wash and dried. And the first time it happened, it's actually happened twice. The first time that it happened, we determined that it wasn't felted too much and my younger daughter could actually wear it. Well, they threw it in again. And I didn't notice. And now it is very felted and very stiff and very small. And I'm contemplating what to do with this. I am considering, I know some people will use felted material for like the soles of slippers that they make, and things like that. If you have any suggestions, why don't you leave it in the comments below. I love the material, I love the fabric, but I'm just not sure what to do with it. And I think it's too stiff to hang on to for any future generations or anything like that. It's just very, very felted. So if you have suggestions of what I could do with this, I would really appreciate it. I'm not sure that there's enough to make like a pillow or something from it. Let me know how you would repurpose it. The other thing is that more than a year ago, I started making some reusable like food covers to cover bowls and things like that. And I used my beeswax, and they just aren't quite pliable enough. Now, I have since found out that you can also put some pine resin on here and some jojoba oil, and I think I'm going to do that and redo these and re-iron them and see if I can make them more usable. I have several, and I have the cutest little fabrics. I'm very into the vintagey grandma's kitchen kind of thing. This one has little umbrellas. I have some with flowers. I have all different shapes, but I would love to get these to be usable. I have the jojoba oil. I have plenty of beeswax, and I have plenty more pine resin. And so I think I'm going to work on these again and get them usable. It wouldn't take much, and I don't know why I haven't done it, but I unfortunately am one of those people that tends to start things and then doesn't completely finish them always. So I'm doing better about it, but so that is the crafty side of things. I've also videoed some cooking and some daily life things around here, and I hope that you enjoy them. Let me know how you think this is meshing with bouncing back and forth between knitting and crafting content and day-to-day large family life. Do you have any suggestions? Do you prefer one over the other? Should I keep them in separate videos? Should I do a little bit here and there of both? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk here. Let's converse. Let me know. Anyway, I hope that amid this COVID-19 pandemic that you and your loved ones are safe and healthy, and I pray that everyone gets through this and comes out well on the other side. I hope that you are enjoying time together and that you are crafting and having fun with your kids and your family. So if you have any specific people who are in need of prayer or who are sick with this, let me know in the comments below. I would love to pray for you. Have a good day.